So mga kabanat, medyo natawa dito si Spokesperson Jimenez sa tanong ng media kasi nagkaroon siya ngayon ng press conference patungkol dito sa issue ni Bongbong Marcos, patungkol dito sa issue ni Rowena Guanzon. And sa tinanong kasi si Spokesperson Jimenez kung nakita niya ba yung opinion ni Guanzon. Medyo natawa na lang sa dito mga kanan. Kasi pag tinignan mo yung opinion ni ang kinuha, alam niyo kung anong petitioner ang nanalo. Kasama nito silang Anak Bayan, pang mga grupo. Hindi ko magkakamali, 3 ito. At silang ayunan ni Guanzon. Pero ayon naman sa kumakalat, lalo na dito sa mga ngayon, kaya itong si Rowena Guanzon ay nag-iingay dahil alam na daw ni Rowena Guanzon yung mangyayari na hindi daw ma-disqualify si Bongbong Marcos. Kaya ngayon itong si Guanzon ay nagpapa-interview sa media at nag-ingay sa media at naglabas ng sarili niyang opinion. Nilabas niya kasi ng official opinion niya ngayon patungkol sa boto niya, patungkol dito sa disqualification ni Bongbong Marcos na yan nga ay sinang-ayunan niya. Panoorin niyo muna itong ikling video ni Jimenez sa kanyang press conference kung saan natawa sa dito at ipaniliwanag niya rin yung ano mangyari kay Bongbong Marcos sakaling kasi pag halimbawa palagay natin lahat ng commission ay nagboto na i-disqualify si Bongbong Marcos. Si Bongbong Marcos ay mag-a-appeal yan sa Supreme Court. Supreme Court yung magdidesisyon dyan, hindi yung kumilik. So, panoorin nyo muna itong mga...
Sir, kung nabasa nyo ba yung separate opinion for the record sa may synopsis?
I think ang main point lang ni Commissioner Guanzon is that according to her, that the offenses for which Senator Marcos was convicted are actually involve moral turpitude. She basically pointed out that the jurisprudence that's relied on by the respondents, the Supreme Court saying that there is no moral turpitude, was in fact an obiter in that case. Obiter dictum means an aside. So basically, she took us through the decision in that case where she said that the issues in the case were already disposed of when the Supreme Court said that there was no finding of guilt yet, that the matter was still up for resolution. And then she pointed out that in that decision itself, the Supreme Court actually prefaced its statement on moral turpitude by saying assuming arguendo, pointing out that when you say assuming arguendo, you are essentially introducing a hypothetical. So sabi ni Kom, so hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na meron ng jurisprudence na walang moral turpitude pagdating sa failure to file income tax. And then after that, she goes on to discuss how a failure to file an income tax actually shows moral turpitude. Her argument being that whether or not there is moral turpitude is a matter of circumstance. So, pinoint out niya yung mga iba't ibang circumstances na nakita niya. And then ang conclusion niya is that yes, meron ng moral turpitude. So, dun ngayon nagkaroon ng problema. In her view, yung kampanya ni Pili. As for the rest of the allegations of the petitioners, she pretty much simply cited the record and said na you cannot read into the record what does not exist there. And this is actually in consonance with the decision of the second division. Kung natatandaan niyo, sinabi ng second division, wala kang makikita sa decision ng CA. So you cannot say na meron. So, go ahead.
Comment na lang po sir kung may sinabit ba na appeal ang Partido Federal at sa reaction nito sa appeal ng pag-investigahan si Commissioner Guanzon.
Wala pang appeal akong nakikita kasi wala naman silang maapilahan pa. No? Because it is a separate opinion, it is not the main opinion. Now, whether or not may action sila na final against Commissioner Guanzon, again, to my knowledge, parang press release lang ata. Nagsabi lang sila that they will file a complaint. I'm not sure if they have actually filed a complaint, you know? Parang wala pa, di ba? So, that has not reached my ears either. But, yeah, so wala. wala.
Sir, 2 questions pa
Go ahead,
tayo
sir.
from Senate natin. Yung una, in the event daw na ma-disqualify si BBM, can he still campaign even while there is an ongoing appeal? And pangalawa, what if ang decision daw ng SC is to DQ pero lumabas yung decision after the elections?
Okay.
Ano daw ang scenario kung panalo siya as president? Pwede mo siyang bumaba as president pa na?
As far as the first question is concerned,
Can he still campaign during the pendency of an appeal? Yes.
no problem. No problem dyan. Until the decision has reached its finality, he will be treated as a candidate. The second part of the question is, what if the disqualification comes down from the Supreme Court and I'm assuming attains finality after the elections, and again, assuming panalo siya. Kung assuming panalo siya, then actions will have to be taken to remove him from office. Again, there will be lawyers who will tell you what the proper actions will be. But yeah, that will in effect invalidate his win, no? Kasi nga, disqualified siya. In the past, what has happened is that the votes garnered by the winning candidate have been considered stray, and therefore, wala na. Pero, since na-confirm, na-proclaim na siya, ang sisipa na dyan ngayon ay yung law of succession. Yung rules of succession, I should say. Rules of succession, which means the person to replace a person disqualified subsequent to his election win proclamation will be the constitutionally mandated successor. So, in the case of president, vice president.
Kung confirm lang, pero paano kung hindi pa confirm, sir? Yung second na highest
Pag na-proclaim siya,
proclaim.
Oo.
Pag hindi pa na-proclaim, sir.
Pag hindi na-proclaim, kunwari, na hindi pa nanalo, hindi pa na-proclaim, edi kung stray lahat ng boto niya, hindi siya nanalo ever. Walang second highest. Di ba? Gets mo? Kasi hindi counted yung votes niya. So mananalo pa rin yung highest number of votes. Gets? Medyo ano siya, magbabago kasi magbabago yung characterization mo doon sa botong nakuha niya. Di ba? Kung umabot siya sa puntong nanalo siya at naproklama siya, then yes, meron pang second highest. No? Pero if all of these high votes were suddenly called stray, then they don't exist. So the second highest would have been the third highest under him, but since wala na siya, yung second highest would be the highest number of votes. Pinakomplika ko lang, sorry.
Okay.
Sir,
Ganun yun. Okay.
paano lalabas kunwari naging stray? Paano siya lalabas sa mga tally or sa camera?
Hindi. Alam naman natin kung alin yung boto niya. Precisely because we count all of the
But it
votes.
will be labeled as stray, not more.
No, you won't see it. You won't see it in the official results. You won't see. Hindi naman siya i-label in the official results.
Walang stray.
Walang ganun. You'll just see the list of names and the list of results. And then, alam mo dyan kung alin yung counted mo. And then, doon sa final report mo, doon sa statement of votes, tanggal na siya. Diba? Tanggal na siya. Nandun na siya sa column ng stray. Diba? Because if you remember the various reports generated by the AES, meron tayong reports about null votes. Diba? I'm sure you've heard of those.
Yeah, yes.
Null votes, stray votes, etc. Doon mo makikita ngayon yung total ng stray votes. Pero, again, for archival purposes, yes, that will be disaggregated for the candidates who received each of them. Pero ang typical report natin will just lump it all together. So when you say stray votes, hindi mo na ngayon malalaman just from looking at it kung sino nakatanggap ng stray votes ngayon. You could break it down, and certainly those reports would exist, but the typical report would probably not go into that detail anymore.
So mga kabanat, anong reaction nyo dito? Payag ba kayo na ma-disqualify itong si Bongbong Marcos? At anong masabi nyo about sa paliwanag ni SpokesPerson Jimenez? At anong masabi nyo dito sa ginawa ni Rowena Guanzon na pagboto ng pabor. Ang pinaboran niya lang doon na mayroon daw involving moral turpitude itong hindi pagbayad ng ITR ni Bongbong Marcos o kumbaga hindi pag-file ng income tax return. Pag-file yung tax ay pasok na talaga kahit anong gawin nila baliktad-baliktad dyan. Yung tax talaga ay pagbabayad ng tax ay lusot na doon si Bongbong Marcos eh. Wala na sa doon. Ang pinipilit na lang ngayon. Pero magamat yung ganun ay pinipilit pa rin ni Guanzon na si Bongbong Marcos daw hindi nabayad ng tax. Magamat walang makikitang ganun pero pilit pa rin. Sa ITR talagang naniwala tayo dyan kasi yun ang mga ano talaga nasa ano na ay nagkaroon ng fine lang nga. Fine lang yung hinihingi kay Bongbong Marcos na yung magkakamali 32,000, 60,000 mga ganun. Maliit na bagay lang sa mga taong mayaman pag ganun nga fine. So, maraming salamat mga kabanat.